everyone, welcome to my channel Think Unlimited. In this video, you will learn about what are Pandas data frame. A data frame is a two-dimensional labeled data structure like a table of MySQL. As you know that in MySQL, when you create table, the data is stored in the form of rows and columns. In a similar way, in data frames, the data is stored in the form of rows and columns. Each column can have a different types of values such as numeric, string, boolean type values, etc. It can contain the heterogeneous data as I told you. The size and data of a data frame are mutable, that is, they can change. In this picture, you can see that there are 4 columns: EMP ID, EMP name, DPT and salary. These column names are known as column indexes, and there are 3 records. One record is of George, second record is of Joe, third record is of Wilson. Each record will have a unique index, row index number. Let us create how to make the empty data frame. For this, you have to import the module pandas and write the statement import pandas as PD. Now PD is nothing but an alias name of pandas that can be used instead of pandas word in a program. Now here data frame is an inbuilt function that is stored in the module pandas. You can see the statement here, df equals to pd.dataframe. It will create the empty data frame and is known by the variable df. While you printing the data frame, the output will be look like this, empty data frame. Then there are 2 square brackets, empty square brackets, for one is column and another is for index, as there is no data. Now there are different ways of creating data frame. The data frame from NumPy arrays, data frame from list, data frame from list of dictionaries, data frame from dictionary of list, data frame from series, data frame from dictionary of series. That means there are 6 different ways for creating the data frame. Now let us see how to create data frame from NumPy arrays. For this, you also have to import one module known as NumPy, and we have given the alias name as np. Now you can see the statement here, array is equals to np.array, and inside this array function we have created 6 lists with 3 members in each list. Now all these 3 elements are displayed in the form of rows. You can see here that the first list members are 111 and are displayed here as first row. Then second list members are 248 and these are displayed as a second row, and so on. By default, row index numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and column index number are 0, 1, 2. When you pass this array variable in a data frame, then the array variable is converted into the data frame. Now in the previous example, we have passed only a single array in a data frame. Now what happens when we passed more than one array in a data frame? In this program, we have created 3 arrays, array 1, array 2, array 3. In array 1 and 2, there are 3 elements, but in array 3, there are 4 elements. Now when we converted or when we pass these 3 array variables in a data frame, the output will be look like this with 4 column names A, B, C, D. Now you can give the different column names instead of default column numbers by passing the columns parameter in a data frame function. You can see here that we have mentioned 4 column names as A, B, C, D with the columns parameter. Now see here that in array 3 there are 4 elements, but in the other arrays there are 3 elements, and that's why it is showing NaN value. That means there is a no corresponding value for the 4th column in array 1 and in array 2. Now it is not mandatory also that you have to pass the arrays in a sequential order. You can see here that we have passed array 1, then array 3 and then array 2. Now let us create a data frame from a simple list, for which we have created a list variable d with 5 elements 90, 70, 54, 23, 78. That means all the elements will be displayed in a single column with a default column index number as 0. Now pass this list variable in a data frame. That means that now the list is converted into a data frame, and here is the output. Now what happened when we create the data frame from the list of list, that is the sublist. Now data is the variable, list variable, and inside this list we have created 3 lists for 3 members, George, Wilson and Smith. Now pass the columns parameter and give the column names, name and age. Now George, Wilson, Smith and age is 45, 56, 67. These will be 3 records for this data frame. Let us see how to create data frame from list of dictionary. Now for this we have created a variable list1, and inside this list we have created 4 dictionary items, and in each dictionary item there is a key value pair, name, department for all the 4 members. Now here the keys are taken as a column names, and the values corresponding to each key will be taken as rows. As you can see the output here, as it is a list, and that's why we have used square brackets, and inside these square brackets we have created the 4 dictionaries. Now pass this list variable into a data frame and convert it into a data frame. Now in example 2, what happens when number of columns or keys are not same in all dictionary? As we have seen in the previous examples, in the case of arrays, when there are 4 members in the third array, then it shows NaN values for the other 2 arrays. In the same way, when there is an extra column in any of the dictionary, then it will show the NaN values for the other 2 dictionary members. You can see the output here. In the 4th dictionary, we have passed extra column, that is salary 50,000. Now this salary column is not present in the first 3 dictionaries, and that's why it is showing NaN values. Now let us see how to create data frame from dictionary of list. Now we have created variable dict1 for the dictionary variable, and inside dictionary we have created the list. Now keys of the dictionary are names, marks, class and section. That makes the column labels, and the list values makes the values or the rows for these corresponding columns. You can see the output here, that when we pass a variable dict1 into a data frame, and we have also passed one parameter index with the different index numbers, then the output is look like this, that name, marks, class and section will become the column labels or the column names, and the passed index numbers are here 100, 101, 102, 103, 104 and 105. Now corresponding to these index numbers, these are the values, which are nothing but the values of the corresponding keys of the dictionary. Now what happened when we change the sequence of columns? You can see here that while passing the parameter columns, this time we have given names, class, section and marks. Now marks column comes after section column here. That means we can alter or change the sequence of the columns while displaying the data frame. You can see the output here, but this time we have not passed the index parameters, and therefore it is showing default index numbers as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now let us create data frame from series. You already know how to create series, and in this example we have created 3 series in the same way. Now for all these 3 series we have created different elements and passed the index parameter. Now first we create the data frame from one series, and for this we have passed only a single series S1 in data frame. You can see here, and the output of the passing the first series is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with index numbers A, B, C, D, E. That means instead of displaying default index numbers, it is showing A, B, C, D, E because we have passed the parameter index in series 1. Now what happens when we pass multiple series? Now you can see the statement here. df equals to pd.dataframe S1, S2 and S3. Now as we are passing more than one series, therefore we have to enclose it in square brackets in the form of list. Now what happens? You can see the output here, that all the index numbers now become the column labels and the values are stored in the form of rows now for each series. Now NaN values are again for those whose corresponding column numbers or column names are not present in those series. Now let us create data frame from dictionary of series. We have created one variable result sheet as a dictionary variable, and inside each dictionary we have created a series. Now here keys are Abhay, Parth, Samriddhi, Jasleen and Anureed that will work as the column names. You can see in the output here, and the series elements will be shown as the records or as the data in the form of rows. Now indexes are maths, science and IP. These indexes are nothing but the row index names instead of 0, 1 and 2. You can see the output here, that all the values of the series are displayed in the form of rows and the keys are displayed in the form of column names. Now pd.series 90, 91, 97. It is showing that marks of Abhay in maths is 90, 91 in science and 97 in IP. So it makes first column for Abhay with 3 different rows, math, science and IP. Now in the similar way, it is showing the record of Parth. Then third column is for Samriddhi, fourth column is for Jasleen and fifth column is for Anureed. So I hope that you have understood the concept of data frame. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel. Share this video to your friends. Thank you. Thank you so much.